Well, hello there in YouTube land and welcome back to the channel. And today we are at San Jacinto Harley Davidson. We're on a demo day and we are about to ride this Lowrider S. I don't know, I think it looks good. Much better than on that one.
You on that one?
Yes, I'm on this one.
Be careful, minute, JP.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, this one, what's different about the Lowrider that they had in the past? On this one, well, first of all, this one is a Softail since 2017, but now, on this year, it has the 117 engine. Right now, I like this little small cow. I'd rather not have anything, but it just feels, it looks very like a little bobber thing going on. I like the cast aluminum wheels with the with that like goldish, brownish type color. But as you can see, it has everything the other Softails have. The same brakes, right? The same creepy or crappy grips. It has these mirrors that, I mean, all of these things, they're customizable. So even the seat. But let's see if this one holds you back. Now, another thing with this 117 is the heavy breather intake. It doesn't have aftermarket or second stage exhaust, but with this thing it's supposed to be well, going a little bit faster. So let's see how it feels compared to, let's say, the Road Glide ST that I just come down from, because that one felt really fast and peppy, and this one weighs a lot less. But it's in a different chassis, because this one has the Softail chassis. If you know anything about the Softails, well, it has the suspension. It's just one shock in the back, and it's hidden, so that's why it's a Softail. It's supposed to resemble the hardtail look. I like the grumble of these engines. Milwaukee 8 is the best engine Harley ever built, especially this generation. Now, I already talked about it, the 117 being a little snatchy. I hope this one doesn't have that, because the Road Glide did not. It was very smooth. Smooth. What is smooth? Is it like smooth? Okay, so away we go. Now this one has forward controls. So it's very weird when you're riding a sporty type bike with forward controls. Oh my God, I always do that. I always hit my boot on the peg when I'm putting my feet down. So that's not good, because I feel like someday I'm gonna get stuck and I'm gonna drop the bike. But so far so good. Now the experience I have with Softails, the most experience is my 2018 Fat Boy. So what I remember from that one, because Harley came back with regular clutches. I remember that one was, the clutch was a little longer and a little bit harder to pull. This one is not that bad. For some reason, Harley has been doing a lot of promotions on having or creating the Softail lineup for women. They advertise it for women, which is, I don't know, weird. I mean, women can ride anything, right? But it's not, I don't feel like these are like girly bikes. Alright, so I need to change the mirrors. I adjusted them very poorly. Man, it's so tight. I'm not gonna be able to do that on the fly. So, well, right now it doesn't feel snatchy, but it also doesn't feel fast. But I didn't give it a beans at all, because I was worried about the mirrors. Man, I can't move the mirrors. What happened? Why are the mirrors so hard to move? And then now I moved it, and now I can only see my shoulder. So nice going, JP. So the problem with this demo, first of all, I don't know where this dude is going. This side, that side. He does not decide where he's going. So everybody is in chaos mode today. So I'm just gonna stop here, because that's the only thing that I can do. I can control what I ride, I can't control what everybody else does on their ride. So, well, I don't like the mirror at all, because it's either I see outside or I see my shoulder, but I don't really see anything behind me. I think it's because the handlebars are not too wide, even though they're wide enough to move this bike around. I think this bike would benefit from some bar end mirrors, so we can do that, and also help with the aesthetic, because these things are terrible. And now, it's a very minimalistic bike. Look at this. Nothing here, right? Gas cap, so you can customize. Has some adjustable suspension, that's good. But then look at this. Just an old school dash that they had on the Iron 883, I believe. So, I mean, for a bike of this price range, boom, that's the price right there. I think we can have something else, right? I mean, there are other companies that come up with something that, yeah, you want a round clock, you can, but put a digital dash there with some information and maybe some phone connectivity. I mean, this is the 21st century, Harley, come on. Yep, snatchy as hell. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but this is not the type of riding you want to be doing on a cruiser. You want to cruise. This one, the position that it puts you in, is to make you feel like a badass. All right, you're all stretched over, like, ooh, I'm coming with my club, and we're gonna be beating some people. But
let's go blow this guy
away. Blow this guy away.
I don't think you have the control of the motorcycle the way you feel on a sportier bike. So, I hope you're getting a good shot here, because, oh my god, the back brake is terrible. It doesn't stop the bike at all. I don't know why this dude had to go behind the car, but he did. Maybe he's trying to figure out if the Pan America has any beans, and it does. I've ridden that one before. I will do another review of the Pan America, because the one I did has been, I think it was 2 years ago. I did it in Spanish, and then I hated the bike, but I didn't get it at first, so I think I have to give it another shot. So that would be a good option to ride after this one. Now, the seat on this one, aesthetic wise, is not the greatest. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it's a good bike. I mean, a good seat for this bike, because it holds you in your position when you accelerate. Usually other bikes like the Softail Slim or the Fat Boy, what they do on those seats is just like, I forgot the name they called it, the roller seats, I believe they're called, and yeah, you roll off. You, like the one on the Iron 883, which is nice. It's nice, but
Which is nice.
But when you accelerate, you're holding on for dear life, because your butt is not holding on to anything. And then these type of bikes, you can't really hold your lower body with your knees on the tank, not like you can on, well, regular sport bikes or naked bikes. These cruisers, well, they don't have any real place for you to put your knees. Now, as opposed to, let's say, the position on the Fat Bob. For me, I am 5'8", 32-inch inseam, 31, because I've grown short now. What happens is, on that one, when you put your knee here, you're gonna have your leg hitting the air filter, and this one doesn't have that problem. So you can put your knee all the way, so you're riding symmetrically. On that one, you have to ride with one leg like this, the other like that. So that's why I hate it, even though it's the best looking bike of the bunch. That's why I went with the Fat Boy on that occasion. I remember the first lowrider I rode, I wanted to see if it was a good option to buy as a beginner bike for my wife. And no, unfortunately, they're too snatchy. And this one, obviously not. Because the brakes are terrible, it doesn't really handle that well. It handles like the old school Harleys. Not as bad as the Dynas, don't get me wrong, because I hated those. And these Softails are a lot better. But they're not confidence inspiring, all right? They're bikes for people who already have experience, because otherwise you're going to struggle a lot. And then all the controls are especially, I mean, the levers, how do you say that word, English teacher? The levers, I call them the levers. I call them whatever the fuck I want. Anyway, they're too long for short-handed people. My wife has short hands, so she's not going to be able to reach comfortably on something like this. So just another thing to keep in mind. Now the suspension is better than, let's say, the Fat Boy, because I think this bike is taller than that one. And then it also handles a little bit better because it feels shorter and it doesn't have that big fat tire. A lot of people complain, oh, you don't know how to ride because you feel the Fat Boy different. Well, I don't know why they always complain. Whenever I say something that is different or bad about a bike, because when I said that the Fat Boy handles different, a lot of people got upset, like, you don't know how to ride. Okay, I do know how to ride, I guess. Maybe I'm not the best in the world, I'm a forever newbie, but how in the world, how in the world am I supposed to say that it doesn't handle different when it does? Right? Yeah, so I like, just like on the Street Bob, this bike feels, and I think I'm liking this one better than the Street Bob. Although the Street Bob is also very good, they have a lot of character, these bikes. So when you're riding Japanese bikes all day, you get on one of these Harleys and you feel very good. Like, okay, now I'm a man and I'm riding along, and everybody get out of my way. Let's not have any of that spoil our fun, because riding bikes is fun. Riding new bikes that you don't have to pay for is more fun. So as I was talking about, these bikes, the Softail, I love them. They have a lot of character, and I don't know, it just gives it gives you a grin on your face every time you ride them. You feel, and especially if you're not going really fast. So that's why I don't think this bike benefits a lot from having the 117. I think the 114 will be a lot better on this bike, just because of the snatchiness. I mean, it's not going to outperform anything major, right? I don't think it can outrun my little R7 or an MT-07. So why bother? Why make it feel like, oh, I'm going to go so fast? No, you're going to go as fast as the Harley's going to let you go. And as long as you're going to feel comfortable, because these bikes are for cruising. All right, you're going down this road, right? Just one hand on the grip. You're saying hello. It's a good thing that I didn't get a bike when I was young, because I wouldn't have survived. Because I know I'm stupid, and I'm still stupid at 50, but I was so much of an idiot when I was young. But a young man on this bike would also feel very good. Okay.
You know the route?
No. Are we? No. He knows. How you liking the Pan America?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. I got an ultra limited, so this is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's so different. Oh, put it in sport mode, because that's where it lives. That
Yeah, it is. Now it's in sport mode.
Okay.
It already felt like it was pretty impressive.
So yeah, let's see if we can get back on that Pan America after this one. We'll do give it another shot. So even though this demo,
1250cc.
even though this demo has been a little bit slow, we did have a chance to give this bike a little bit of the beans, accelerate a little bit, and see how it feels. And yeah, it's fast, but it's nothing to write home about. Now that bike in front of me, that one's fast. because that one has, I think, 150 horsepower, I believe. So it's just like my Suzuki, but it's a V-twin. It's just different. I do wish Harley would make a regular naked bike, a regular sitting, sporty naked bike with that engine and the Pan America chassis. But anyway, back to this one, the Lowrider. Would I put the Lowrider S on my list? I mean, no, because why would you want more than one or two Softail models in your lineup? And between this one and the Fat Boy or the Breakout, I would much rather have those two. Even though they're a little bit more expensive, I mean, just the looks of it, they're much better. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you liked the video, to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button, and share it with all your friends. If you don't like the video, well, share it with all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one.